what's up people? Hope everyone are doing great. I am great too. So this video is completely made in English because my most of the colleagues messaged me and said like, bro, we can't understand Tamil, so make videos in English. And most of my current audience can also easily understand English, and the other state people or other guys can also easily understand English. So I'm making this video completely in English. And this video is all about how to choose a perfect motorcycle for yourself. If you're a beginner, who's somewhere around turning 18 and you're troubling your parents to get a motorcycle, I would personally suggest you, because I have also been in this situation before 2 years. So I suggest you to go somewhere around 150 to 160cc or 125 to 160cc motorcycles, which are better for you. It's quite performance oriented, like it has some quite of power, and it's beginner friendly too, which doesn't scare you while riding. My recommendations from 160 to 150cc segment or 125 to 160cc segments are simple. I'll just keep it simple. Pulsar 125, Pulsar 150, its elder brother, and NS 160. These three bikes I recommend if you are a beginner. There are many bikes like FZF5 from Yamaha, and what else? KTM 125 Duke and RC. These bikes you can get it, but what I feel from, not as a Bajaj fanboy, but from my personal experience, Bajaj is a good brand and Yamaha is a good brand. Even if you're a KTM fanboy, you can just go blindly for the Duke and RC 125 series. And if you're gonna tour, like you need a smaller cc bike, but you're gonna occasionally tour somewhere around 150 to 200 kilometers or 200 to 300 kilometers somewhere, I would just recommend blindly go in this segment, like 160 to 250cc segments. What my first recommendations are: go for the Hornet 2.0. Yes, heard it right, Hornet 2.0 from Honda. And next recommendation is the NS200 from Bajaj. And third, my recommendation is the 250 Duke. Heard it right, 250 Duke. 250 Duke, that bike performs crazily when you take it for touring or something. Even it's good for street, but what I think Duke 250 is very good for touring. And want to do road touring plus adventure, I would blindly suggest these three bikes for that: Himalayan, Royal Enfield Himalayan, BMW GS 310, and the KTM 390 Adventure. Guys, these three bikes can travel anywhere in this world. Yes, personally I have ridden the KTM 390 Adventure, Himalayan, and BMW GS 310. These three bikes I have test ridden, but these bikes perform crazy on the highway and off-road. So guys, as the KTM 390 Adventure and BMW GS 310 and Himalayan, according to my experience, which is best, you need to decide it. And I would pick the KTM 390 Adventure for touring, because according to my experience, I rode that bike somewhere around 2 to 5 kilometers in city. What my experience was riding the Himalayan was that bike heats up a lot. Literally, it heats up a lot in city, and that bike vibrates a lot after crossing 120. I didn't check the top speed in the city, but most of my friends who own Himalayan, they say it like that. After crossing 120, that bike vibrates a lot, bro. And BMW GS 310, that bike is pretty okay and pretty decent, but that bike, bro, the maintenance is too high. That bike is a premium bike, we accept it, but the maintenance is too costly for that bike, man. So BMW GS 310 goes off my list. If you are planning for a cruiser, guys, my three recommendations are RE Meteor 350, Royal Enfield Meteor 350, Honda Highness 350, and Java 42 Classic. These bikes are pretty decent to perform on highways. Literally, you can cruise in 120 or 130 kilometers of speed, and it was fanboy moment for many Royal Enfield fans when they saw this bike, and with such high cruising speeds on a Royal Enfield was impossible until the Interceptor and GT was launched in India, because most of my family members own a Royal Enfield, and I have personally ridden Royal Enfield, and I have most spent time with Royal Enfield bikes, and literally I cried after riding my brother's Classic 350. Literally, like, after crossing somewhere around 60 or 70, that bike was vibrating a lot, and that was a worry factor of many Royal Enfield fans like my family member, that bike vibrates a lot after 60 or 70. So another thing, the Honda Highness, it was an unexpected launch from Honda. Literally, I didn't expect that much cracker of a bike will be launched by Honda in India. After seeing the CB350, I just went gaga over that bike, and I didn't ride it still, but have seen many review videos, and I have some conclusions for that bike, which is more better than a Classic 350 in that price range. And Java, coming to Java, and even my father was recommending me to get a Java because for my father, he was thinking getting a cruiser bike is beginner friendly, but it was not that beginner friendly for me, so I didn't pick the Java 42 and Java Classic. These bikes are hell of a bike. Riding that bike has a liquid cooled engine, which doesn't have. Liquid cooled engines are mostly popular in a sports naked or a sports super sports bike, but getting a liquid cooled engine in a Classic is very difficult, and it was quite different for the Indian market too. So Java was a fascinating bike for me. So I didn't think I couldn't get the Java at that time because I was just a beginner. So Java 42 and Classic just performs crazy on the highways. I have seen many review videos on that, and I have ridden Java 42 once. That bike is literally smooth. That bike was very smooth. While I was just I rode it for somewhere around 5 to 10 kilometers in the city. That bike was really smooth while riding, and I thought like this bike can even perform in highways very, very smoothly. You can just, it's like sitting in a sofa and you will just cruise at 120 or 130 kilometers of speed. That much of performance Java can provide. And in this bikes, what I would pick is the Honda Highness. Yes, Honda Highness. I have not ridden it, but Honda Highness already has a CB350 in the international market, and it's more around somewhere around 40 years what Honda is producing the CB series, and I trust Honda a lot while riding bikes. It had so many quality products like the Charisma is launched from Hero, but the engine is from Honda. Charisma, the CBR, and one of my favorite bikes are the CBR 1000 R Fireblade. So I would pick the Honda CB350 in case of cruisers. So guys, if you want a sports tour, like, you need the performance of that bike, but you need to tour equally on that road touring. Equally on that bike, I would recommend a whole series of bike from one single brand, that's Kawasaki, and the series, you might have guessed it, it's Kawasaki Ninja. Yes, it's only Kawasaki Ninja, not the Kawasaki ZX or the Kawasaki H series. I would just suggest these bikes which are under 7 lakhs, somewhere around Ninja 300, Ninja 400 and Ninja 650. These three bikes are under 7 lakhs, which is mostly affordable by many people. And if you want a granddaddy of touring, granddaddy of sports touring, blindly go for Ninja 1000 or ZX 14R. These two bikes are the granddaddies of sports touring. So guys, coming to the next brand is Yamaha R3. That bike is a beast in performance, and it performs quite a lot well in the highways with that comfortable position to ride for the riders. And the other bike in this category is missing, but might get launched soon in India. Even I am waiting for that. That's CBR 250R. CBR 250R is discontinued, but the CBR 250RR is launched in Thailand but not yet launched in India. So even as a Honda fanboy, I want to get that bike, so I am waiting for that launch. The Honda 250R was the craziest bike, and everyone's wall poster was at that time somewhere around 2015 or 16. Even I had that bike as a wallpaper on my laptop screen, and that bike was quite affordable and quite comfortable for sports touring in India. And there were some power issues in that bike. That bike wouldn't, according to my experience, that bike didn't have that much of a performance machine. It was mostly oriented for touring, but it didn't produce that much of power according to its CC and price. So that bike is discontinued. So guys, if you like the video, please give a thumbs up and please do subscribe to my channel. Most of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Please guys, you making that red color subscribe button gray means a lot to me, and it gives me a confidence to make more videos like these. So please make that red subscribe button gray and press the bell icon to get the instant notification whenever I post. And please do share it with your friends who are getting a new motorcycle or planning to get a new motorcycle. Please do share it if you find some value in this video. Thank you guys. Peace out.